In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a method that can be used in a scientific report. Now, when you plan to do an experiment, you might write a method like a recipe. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do that, and so on and so on. But in a scientific report, a method needs to follow a specific convention. And here are the rules to write that method. Your steps need to be numbered. This is the big one. A lot of people forget this one. You need to write it in the past tense, as if you have already completed it. Okay, you need to give exact quantities. Don't say about or approximately. Be precise with the quantities that you're using. Okay, 30 mils. Or maybe you went 5 meters. Whatever the quantity is, specify it. You don't use personal pronouns like I, we, they, whatever. This is what's called a passive voice. All right, we avoid that. We don't do that when writing a method. So don't use I's, don't use we's, don't use me's or whatever. Don't use any of it. And then the last one that you need to follow is include a step to show how many times you repeated each test or each trial. Okay, how many times was the whole thing repeated? So if we have a look now, zoom in a bit. If we have a look now at this experiment, how could we write a method for it? Okay, well, what looks like was the first step? The first step was probably getting a pot, right? So let's say we and what do we do when we got the pot? We put some soil in it. Okay, so let's say a 2-liter plastic pot. Well, actually, we put soil in it, right? So a plastic pot, yeah. So a 2-liter plastic pot was filled with soil. Okay. 2. Let's go with snow peas. That's just what's on my mind. Okay. A snow pea seed was inserted into the soil. Okay, so we planted it. Then we poured some water in. Okay, let's say we'll start with water. Okay, let's go with 100 milliliters of water was then added to the pot, and then finally the pot was placed in the sun. Okay, so that is our method so far, but that's only one independent variable. We haven't actually really changed anything. Well, now we need to do this whole thing again, but we're going to change it for each of these different liquids. Okay, so I could just copy and paste the method, but then I'm going to have a really long method. Instead, I like to use this word repeat. So repeat steps 1. Past tense. Ooh, I nearly made the mistake too. Steps 1 to 4 were repeated. With Coke, orange juice. What's another one that might have been used? Let's go soda water, and one more. Let's go. Dishwashing liquid. really crazy here. Okay, so steps 1 to 4 were repeated with Coke, orange juice, soda water, and dishwashing liquid being used instead of water. Cool. Have I done everything so far? I've numbered my steps. Yes. I have written in past tense. Yes. I've used exact quantities. Yes. Have I used pronouns? No, which is good. Last one, include a step to show how many times you repeated each trial or each test. Okay. This experiment was repeated. How many times should it be repeated? Let's say it was repeated 4 times. So that means it would have been conducted 5 times in total. Okay. And then, what am I missing? Well, actually, I know what I'm missing. I'm missing the height. I haven't put the height in. Where could I put that? It's placed in the sun. Oh, here we go. That's where my mistake is. Okay. So the pot was placed in the sun. The same amount of water was added each day for 30 days, and then the height of the plant was measured and placed in the results table. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, now my method is done. All right. Right. I've filled the pot with soil, put a plant in it, added water, put it in the sun. I kept adding water to it, and then I measured the height. Okay, that experiment was repeated for each of my variables, of my independent variables, and then the whole experiment was repeated 4 times so that I could test the reliability. That's it.